I'm David Dunlap. I'm from Williams, California. I started racing dirt track when I was in high school, and kind of quit for 20 years. Started racing Legends a couple years ago, and this is actually my first race in the late model.
Now you talk about that first race in the late model. You shook it out during practice last night. How'd the car feel?
Well, it's got a big learning curve. It's a lot more stable than a Legend. I think I'm having a good time. I don't plan on competing very well, but I think we'll do all right.
Well, you got a pretty stout field, so you're going to have a good time out there with our Wild West Super Series. Now, I do want to ask you, you've raced Legends all across Northern California. Talk about the different tracks and the differences between a track like Shasta than All American Speedway.
Well, this is my first time here. It was yesterday practicing. Shasta's pretty similar. I like the banks on this track better. My favorite track is actually Eureka. The weather's beautiful there, cool, don't get hot, and it's a very smooth track. But this track, American Speedway, is a pretty nice track.
Now, one thing I do want to ask you is, you got some sponsors on the hood, and I know that speaking to your teammate, you got a pretty interesting background. Why don't you tell the race fans what you do outside of the race car?
I farm rice is my main job. We do heavy equipment on forest fires for Cal Fire and Forest Service. So we haven't made a lot of races this year because of the farming and the busy fire season.
Now, you got a couple of sponsors out there on the car. Why don't you tell us about them and who else you want to thank today?
Well, I'd like to thank my partner, Dane Nissen, with the 26. And Tommy Stevens, Farm Out Fab, he's actually ran our new car next to the first ladder. Junior Joyner has done our shocks and has helped us out. And crew chiefs for Dane once in a while. And he's a hell of a good crew chief and a good guy.